Lesson: Managing Cross-Border Employment Contracts. Managing cross-border employment contracts is an essential skill for HR leaders in today's globalized workforce. As businesses expand their operations internationally, the complexity of employment law escalates. HR professionals must navigate a myriad of legal frameworks, cultural nuances, and operational challenges. Effective management of cross-border employment contracts requires a deep understanding of international employment law and the ability to apply practical tools and frameworks to real-world scenarios. One of the primary challenges in managing cross-border employment contracts is the variation in legal systems and labor laws between countries. Each country has its own regulations regarding employment contracts, including stipulations on wages, working hours, termination conditions, and employee rights. For instance, European Union countries, while adhering to some common directives, have diverse national labor laws. An HR leader must therefore be adept at understanding these differences and aligning employment contracts with the local legal requirements. A practical approach is to conduct a thorough legal audit of the host country's employment laws before drafting or negotiating contracts. Engaging local legal expertise can be invaluable in this process, ensuring compliance and minimizing legal risks. Furthermore, cultural differences can significantly impact the execution and management of employment contracts. Cultural dimensions, such as individualism versus collectivism or high versus low power distance, influence workplace dynamics and employee expectations. For example, in high-context cultures like Japan, unwritten rules and implicit understanding often govern employment relations, whereas in low-context cultures such as the United States, explicit contractual terms are emphasized. HR leaders should employ cultural intelligence frameworks to tailor contracts that respect and incorporate these cultural nuances. This might involve using Hofstede's cultural dimensions theory to assess and predict potential cultural clashes and adapting contract terms and HR policies accordingly. In addition to cultural and legal considerations, HR professionals must also be adept at dealing with operational challenges, such as currency fluctuations, tax implications, and expatriate management. Cross-border contracts often involve employees working in different jurisdictions, necessitating a clear understanding of tax obligations in both the home and host countries. Double taxation agreements can mitigate the risk of employees being taxed twice on the same income. HR leaders should be familiar with the DTAs relevant to their operations and consult with tax professionals to ensure compliance and optimize tax efficiency. Expatriate management is another critical aspect of cross-border employment contracts. Assignments abroad can be complex and costly, demanding meticulous planning and support systems. A practical tool here is the use of expatriate compensation packages, which may include base salary, cost of living adjustments, housing allowances, and relocation expenses. These packages should be tailored to the specific needs of the expatriate and the host country's living conditions. Additionally, providing cultural training and support for expatriates and their families can enhance their adjustment and effectiveness abroad. Effective communication is also paramount in managing cross-border employment contracts. Language barriers and different communication styles can lead to misunderstandings and disputes. HR leaders should prioritize clear and concise communication, possibly using bilingual contracts or employing professional translation services to ensure mutual understanding. Regular communication and feedback loops can also help in addressing issues promptly and maintaining a positive employment relationship. To illustrate the effectiveness of these strategies, consider the case of a multinational company expanding its operations into China. The HR team faced challenges related to China's stringent labor laws, which emphasize employee rights and require detailed employment contracts. By conducting a legal audit and engaging local legal counsel, the team ensured compliance with these laws. They also used Hofstede's cultural dimensions to tailor their approach, recognizing the importance of relationship building in Chinese business culture. Expatriates were provided with comprehensive support packages and cultural training, enhancing their integration and performance. This holistic approach not only facilitated smooth operations, but also fostered a positive work environment, exemplifying the successful management of cross-border employment contracts. In conclusion, managing cross-border employment contracts necessitates a strategic blend of legal insight, cultural awareness, operational acumen, and effective communication. HR leaders must be proactive in understanding and adapting to the diverse legal and cultural landscapes of the countries in which they operate. By employing practical tools and frameworks such as legal audits, cultural intelligence frameworks, expatriate management strategies, and clear communication practices, HR professionals can navigate the complexities of international employment law. This not only ensures compliance and reduces legal risks, but also enhances organizational efficiency and employee satisfaction. As the global workforce continues to evolve, the ability to manage cross-border employment contracts will remain a critical competency for HR leaders seeking to drive their organizations forward in the international arena.